It's Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Today, the United States held peace negotiations with Iran, but then just an hour ago, President Trump posted, if Iran doesn't agree to peace, the greatest military of all time, ours, will F Iran right up their Strait of Hormuz. Assalamu alaikum, you crazy bastards. Now, I completely made that up. But isn't it kind of disturbing that you all totally believe that he had posted that? President Trump did genuinely issue a post threatening to destroy Iran's entire civilization and then ended with the phrase, praise be to Allah. And I know that almost makes Trump sound like he is a radical terrorist, but remember, Trump has already been to a paradise with 72 virgins.
There is growing confusion over whether Israel being allowed to continue bombing Lebanon was part of the ceasefire with Iran. Ultimately, that decision comes down to the man controlling our military, Benjamin Netanyahu. Earlier tonight, J.D. Vance announced that the U.S. and Iran have ended negotiations without a deal after talking for 21 hours straight. And guys, I think they're done for real, based on how his mascara's running.
Before the talks fell apart, President Trump warned Iran about making any more demands, saying the Iranians don't seem to realize they have no cards. They're literally holding us straight. J.D. Vance was asked about Iran's right to enrich uranium, and he made kind of a weird analogy. Watch.
My wife has the right to skydive, but she doesn't jump out of an airplane because she and I have an agreement that she's not going to do that because I don't want my wife jumping out of an airplane.
What the hell are you talking about? The only thing that makes sense in that entire analogy is that we can all understand J.D. Vance's wife having the urge to jump.
First Lady Melania Trump made a rare public statement to deny reports that Jeffrey Epstein introduced her to Donald Trump because they actually met when Trump cracked open her shipping container. On Friday, the Artemis II astronauts returned safely from their 10-day trip around the Hollywood soundstage.
During the mission, the crew of Artemis II sent back pictures of the rarely seen dark side of the moon, revealing that the moon has a rat tail.
He wanted more out of that. The Justice Department has formed a task force intended to eradicate anti-Christian bias, which hopefully works better than the church's strategy of molesting it out of you.
California police have arrested a man who allegedly threw a Molotov cocktail at the home of ChatGPT founder Sam Altman after ChatGPT told him, that's a great idea.
Yesterday, Kamala Harris said she is thinking about running for president again. And I like her chances as long as she finally grows that penis. I tried to keep a straight face as long as I could. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced that he is launching a new podcast. The podcast is called
It's catchy. Yesterday, a report showed inflation spiked to its highest point in 4 years due to the war in Iran. Here to comment are two kids from the back of the school bus.
What's up, Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones! Hey! Guys? calm down. Calm down, okay? You're here to talk about inflation, okay?
Yes, right. But first, can I just use your phone real quick, Mr. Jost? I'm sorry, mine got confiscated.
Well, why did your phone get confiscated?
I don't know. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing.
I didn't even do nothing. I don't know why you would take it if I didn't even do nothing.
I don't know. I find that hard to believe.
Okay, fine. I posted a video of me swiping a debit card between the bus driver's neck folds.
It was funny. The back of that like a pack of hot dogs.
It was like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, you know what?
Decline.
Guys, this is serious. This is serious, okay? I want you guys, you gotta focus up, okay? Focus up.
Okay. Seriously. Okay. Inflation was up 3.3%. Prices are out of control. Everyone has been affected. Even my boy Grabon can't afford these groceries.
Nah, for real. I feel bad for Grabon. Life is tough. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Who's Grabon?
Oh, Grabon is a friend of ours. It's Grabon these nuts!
Yeah, I really don't appreciate being shot in the face a bunch of times. Also, you're supposed to come out here and talk about the inflation report. You've had this assignment for weeks.
Nah, chill right now.
Chill out.
Let me lock in.
Lock in. Let him cook.
Okay, inflation report, right? Let me ask you a basic question of economics.
Basing?
Basic.
You got it.
I got it.
Yeah, lock in, man.
All right.
You got it.
Let me ask you a basic question of economics, okay?
Okay, great, yeah.
Would you rather eat 100 glizzies or pass away from big booty disease?
Good question.
I guess I would obviously choose the glizzies.
Oh,
Hell no! Mr. Joseph Glizzy Goblin.
you nasty, bro.
Boy.
All right, you're too rowdy, okay? You guys need to calm down.
Okay, fine. Jokes aside, I don't think this inflation will predicate a noticeable shift in the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, but it does put the Fed between a rock and a hard place because they have to promote low inflation while still encouraging economic growth.
The hell? Are you guys like secretly smart?
Yes, dude. We get tutoring from Amanda Cajon. She's a genius. You know Amanda Cajon.
Who is Amanda Cajon?
Amanda Cajon, these nuts! Got him! Bitch!
That is enough. You know what? I'm calling your mom.
No.
We didn't do nothing.
We didn't do anything.
Oh,
we didn't even do nothing.
I didn't even do nothing.
He didn't even do nothing.
Why would you call your mom? I didn't even do nothing.
Please don't call. She's gonna hit me. Please.
She's gonna hit him. Okay, we're sorry, Mr. Jost, okay? We didn't mean it.
Have you ever considered how our home lives affect our behavior?
Yeah. Did you ever stop to think why we are the way that we are?
Wow. You know, I guess I haven't. I apologize. I guess I can be insensitive sometimes because when I was younger, I was diagnosed with ligma.
Ligma?
Yeah, it's ligma fat nuts!
My God.
Two kids in the back of the school bus, everyone. Yeah. Come at the king, you best not miss.
Why do you have fat nuts, man? A new study.
Ask God.
A new study reveals that sharks in the Bahamas have tested positive for painkillers. In fact, the only animals that consume more painkillers are tigers.
A new report finds that the state with the most adult children still living with their parents is New Jersey. Adult children in New Jersey are calling their report, "Ma, why you gotta tell them that for?" British officials have blocked Ye from entering the country to perform at a music festival despite his offer to meet with members of England's Jewish community, which he thinks are the bank goblins from Harry Potter.
It was announced that when King Charles visits the U.S. this month, he will deliver a joint address to Congress, where, God willing, he offers to take us back. The Gilgo Beach killer has pleaded guilty to 8 murders on Long Island. And honey, I hope one of them was your barber. You like how sassy I am?
I guess I do. A number of bars around the country have implemented a policy banning cell phones. This, according to a recent lie a man told his wife.
A video has surfaced in which a quadruple amputee cornhole champion accused of a road rage shooting is seen firing a semi-automatic rifle and standing on his head snorting drugs off a dollar bill. So what's stopping you from living your best life?
A pig named Merlin that can talk using pre-programmed buttons has set a new world record for largest Instagram following for a pig. And then it set the record for smartest pork chop.
You still got that mustache on your finger. Doctors are warning against a TikTok trend Doctors are warning against a TikTok trend which claims people can cure their hemorrhoids by putting sugar on their anus. Putting sugar on an anus is also the recipe for Hostess donuts. You can't unsee it. You can't unsee it.
Speaking of, a new book on healthy bowel movements has been published called You've Been Pooping All Wrong. And they're right, I have been.
Oh boy. A new study has shown that young people today are having less sex than at any other point in history. Here to comment is Gen Z sexpert Lynn Greer.
Hi, Michael.
How you
So,
doing, Lynn?
sex. Let's talk about it. Sex is an incredible piece of the human experience, and there's nothing to be ashamed of, whether you're vanilla or disgusting.
So you're here to teach Gen Z about healthy sex practices?
Yes, and sex can look like anything. What is it?
Are you gonna tell us?
Of course, Michael. Let's get granular. Sex can be any shape. It doesn't have to be with someone you love. It just has to be at night.
And you say you're a sex educator, right?
I am. Sex is complicated. It's impossible to understand, which is why my sexpert advice is just do whatever.
I guess I would hope that as an educator, you'd have some guidance beyond just do whatever.
Well, there are only 2 rules in sex. 1, have fun. And 2, no raping.
Whoa! Whoa!
You disagree, Che?
No, I'm not. I don't. I just mean that came out of nowhere.
Well, raping can come out of nowhere.
Okay.
Now, sex. Let's get into it. What is it?
You keep asking that.
To echo the famous quote, I can't define sex, but I know it when I'm having it.
I have a question, and don't take this the wrong way, but have you had sex before?
I must have. If I hadn't, how would I know all of this?
All of what? Look, it's okay if you haven't.
Put it this way, Che. I've had something that might be sex, and I've had it a lot. If I haven't had sex, then what do you think I had?
Is that like a riddle or something? I don't know.
Here's how it went. It's night. My friend is there, but I don't love him.
Okay.
I get on my hands and knees, curl my head down towards the bed, kick my legs up, and go all the way over. Then I fall back breathless.
That sounds like you did a somersault.
Yes, sex can look like anything.
Yeah, but not anything.
Well, here's something else I had, and I wonder if it was sex.
All right, go for it.
I sat on a catcher's mitt.
That's not sex.
But it left me breathless.
Link Greer, everybody.
Just do whatever.
But we get an update. I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. Just do whatever.
Colin,